I think I am in the mood for a faster-paced run this time. That Enlighten run got pretty deep into the nitty-gritty with the ordering of everything, so let's go for something a little smaller brain. Maybe a Tempest run, huh? I love me a good Tempest run. Last time I think we did Lightning with Tempest. We had the crazy heavy-handed build. So this time let's do Thunder. See what we can manage. Yo, Contraposition, one of my favorite cards on Tempest. Makes us want stuff that increases cost. It's a very fun one. Power Spike could be pretty good. Depends on what our Zeal 10 is. We won't know. Gambit's a very nice upgrade, giving us 5 block on Purge. Power Shield is a reasonable block card. Languish helps with elites. I think I will roll the Gambit. I don't feel comfortable saying that I can commit an upgrade to this thing. Rebuke. Okay, I'm actually quite happy that we got this. Because it's on cooldown, so we can't take it. Not that we would want to anyway, because I want Clashing Steel to go with the Contraposition. It's also just a generally nice card. Very solid block. Let's go. Okay, looks like a pretty favorable layout here. I'm seeing all of the elites and upgrades are kind of in a line. We got some good stuff here, man. Check this out. One-hit wonder. Very, very good card. Imbue weapon could be nice if we get a lot of overcharge. At the ready is a great block. Juiced up is an awesome upgrade. Grounded is a great source of overcharge. And yeah, we got the option to pick up a Sin. Oh, of course. The two cards I want most are competing with each other immediately. Wonderful. Okay. So if I have to pick between these two, it sucks that this one also has an upgrade, but I think the one-hit wonder is going to be what we want, because this is going to carry us through the early elite fights pretty hard. So we can do like that. Then if we want the Sin, we could go down this way, or we could go up. Honestly, I don't think the Sin is in the cards here, because we'd be stuck with a Void for quite a while. We wouldn't have a chance to purge until here, and in all likelihood, we want to come like this, which skips the Shrine, and I'm not going to carry a Void into floor 2. I'm just not going to. That's a recipe for disaster. So that would mean we do this, and we get 2 points of Fervor. Otherwise, we could take this path to get an extra point of Fervor at the cost of 1 upgrade. Never picked a Sin that early. Yeah, this would be very early. In fact, it could literally be after our first fight if we wanted it. We could just go pop, 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 and have a Sin before the second fight, which would be pretty crazy. There's some high rolls. Wrath is the one you mostly want in the early game. Wrath is nuts. It just kills everything. And it scales reasonably well into the late game. But I'm just not willing to carry the Void for that long. Too much of an issue. So yeah, I think we'll do this. We can choose what we want to do at this elite. Also, looking at our Zeal tree would help, you know? How good is it? I see Overcharge 1. I am interested. You have my attention. Here, some Delay Rage is good. Overcharge. Okay, you know what? We could have a crap ton of Overcharge, which I like. Where is that Imbue weapon? Are we getting it? We are getting it, no matter what. Yeah, Gribby pointing out that we would take 10 damage stepping on these empty tiles. Definitely something worth considering. As is, 2 Fervor to just go Overcharge, Delay Rage. Seems good. And then the next stack we pick up would go towards Hallowed Vitality. So, yeah, I'm pretty alright with this path. Seems good. Let's go ahead and... Oh, right. What's our Zeal 10? Our Zeal 10 is weak 2 to the highest HP enemy, or incur random heavy, next card costs 1 less. Apply 10 shock to the highest enemy. If we manage to end up with this, that would be pretty ballin'. 1 mana for 10 shock is great. But that's going to take a while to unlock. Maybe we'll get the Codex or something, huh? Quick deck edit. -1 batter for Rebuke. -1 thwart for Powered Shield. And I guess we'll swap one out for Clashing Steel while we're at it. Okay, looks good. We'll go ahead and batter you. Okay, block with thwarts. And yeah, we'll just use the spell on you, I guess, right? We might as well. Never too much to worry about in this first fight. Nice and easy, we get this lovely one-hit wonder. We're going to want to upgrade it pretty quick, so that's probably the first upgrade point dedicated to one-hit wonder. -1 more batter for this guy. Okay, so Smite on him is decent, but Rebuke is probably better. And then we can just finish him off with the Paragon, I guess. Get some nice overcharge in the process. Yeah, okay, this is like super overkill on you. This will kill you. 72 damage. One-hit wonder is just such a beast in the early game, man. It is so good. You look at your starting deck and you have deal 6 X times. This is twice as good, straight out the gate. Yes, it's single use, but oftentimes that single use is the only one you need. So, let's make it 3 times as good, huh? How does that sound? And let's unlock our Zeal 5. This will be where the other Point of Fervor goes, but more important to have additional powers to trigger right now rather than just upgrading one of them. Can we get a nice block card? Not really. None of these are really what I want. I'll just take the Seek Higher Power, and we're not going to use that for a little while. What do we upgrade? What do we upgrade? Power Spike is like a thing to purge, is decent. Rebuke is pretty good. As another thing to use for big damage besides just the one-hit wonder. Batters are nice for rage. Let's do the Rebuke. Can't afford any potions, so nothing much to that. And yeah, we said we didn't really want this. Bluestone. Not gonna bother yet. Find a better place for it later. Quite the hand we have here. Batter, batter, batter. Yeah, that is the new Tempest class-specific potion. It's called Bottled Lightning, and if you brew it, every enemy that spawns for the duration of the fight, including the first wave, will have 10 shock on them when they spawn. And if you use it in the belt, it triggers all of your Zeal powers. Pretty cool potion, if you ask me. Anyway, one-hit wonder, yeah? Yeah, it's a cool one, man. I like it. Jeez, what do we upgrade, man? What do we actually upgrade? How about Grounded? Grounded seems good. Let's get grounded in here. Honestly, I'm just going to cut the smite. It's so inferior to the one-hit wonder here. And we have rebuke too, so we shouldn't need it. Should not be necessary, and oh boy. If you guys know what this is... any other... Yeah, every class has a specific potion, actually. In fact, before we hop into this fight, I can show those off. Potions. The class-specific potions. This is the Tempest one we were talking about. The one for the Enlightened we just used last run. Brewing it up so that every enemy spawns with 1 fatigue. If you use it in the belt, you just enter Zen. Very, very handy. The one for Daughter. Brew it up and you'll start with 10 corruption. Use it from the belt and you get 2 void coins in hand, deck, and discard. Which is ridiculous, frankly speaking. One of the most powerful belt options. And for the Hidden, if you brew it, your starting artifact, the Sneak Artist, gives you 2 combo if you start the turn with 0. And if you use it in the belt, it triggers the target's bleed. Pretty cool. Yeah, this potion page is newly added as of 1.0. So, very cool. Love all of the very colorful artwork for the potions. Super neat. Now then, it's time to get the thing I was excited about, the drinking alcohol. Alternatively, there's the Lightning Bolt keychain, but we don't really have that many heavy cards to purge, you know? Heavy, 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 heavy. But we want to play these cards mostly, right? These are our upgraded cards. We don't want to purge them, we want to play them. So it's really just Paragons that would be benefiting. 2 cards out of the whole deck. And if we play the Paragon, we're still getting 1 overcharge. They just want the drinking alcohol. Okay, whole lot of nothing going on here. I think we do this for some overcharge. The delay rage is probably not super relevant. Let's just hold on to the Clashing Steel. The name of the game is just draw one-hit wonder here, so we'll bide our time until then. I will take 1 here quite happily. We got our delay rage. The grounded is up. Next turn is odd, so we'll get even more rage. And if we just draw out of our 7 cards that we're drawing, if we just get the one-hit wonder, like that, then we should be fine, because it's dealing 27 per. We can even get a little bit of extra value. 192 damage. Not bad. And, yeah, I mean, we have no money for the card shop. These 2 nodes are worse than useless. So, sorry, Fervor Point, you're just not worth it. Okay, so probably just going to quickly dunk the Hellmongrel with this. Go. And, sure. No, I'll hold it. Okay, rebuke instant kills, so... Easy fight. We are just absolutely crushing these opening fights into dust. Hey, Bottled Lightning. Got 1 for ourselves. Not bad. Shield Bash is cool as a source of vulnerable. We currently do not have any. We got a purple stone. Hell yeah. I want to put that in something, but I do not know where to put it. This fight is giving us a Shield Bash. We don't really want the purple stone and a Shield Bash. Those dogs have taken a beating twice now. They'll come back for more. No, so currently there is like a very small shortage of encounters for floor 1. So you can face the same fight twice. It's usually either the dogs or the greenhouse you can fight twice, I think, is what happens. But, as you may or may not know, We got a couple more encounters cooking that are in the works. Some of them are actually pretty close to done. So that'll flesh out that pool, and from that point on, no matter how many fights you take on any floor, every single one should be unique for a run. Because, of course, you know, Josh is just so crazy that he didn't want to stop working for even a moment. 1.0 comes out, and he's like, all right, gotta make more stuff. Yeah, so, purple stone, man. There's such a valuable resource on Tempest. I don't want to put it on something that I don't end up using much. But, I mean, it would be really good on the Contra position if we ended up making use of this. We have not found anything that grants tempo. So, yeah, I mean, it's just the Clashing Steel that we started with, and we aren't even playing Clashing Steel because we don't need to block. I guess I can just hold it, man, and be greedy. Okay, these guys are a little annoying. Just a wee bit. Playing this for 2 will kill you, which is quite convenient. We can do this. It's the AoE damage. Purge, purge, and... I kind of want to just go after the one that's burning us, actually, you know? So we don't get burned. Burning is pretty annoying. Okay, here we've got block with Paragon and Thwart, but we have to play both, which is very annoying. So be it. I will play them. And I'm just going to hold the Rebuke. It's going to be really good on the coming turn here. If we draw well enough, we might be able to kill both of them. So I think it's actually better to block like this. Then we can do some of this. 26 more. Should be pretty straightforward. Cool, yeah, another easy fight, man. We're cruising. But that's Tempest for you. This is, I said I wanted to do something that was a little easier, and here we are. A little easier on the brain. Alright, upgrade point. We keep getting upgrade points. I could just do a random Seek Higher Power, honestly. With the drinking alcohol, our draw consistency is going to be very high. No, you know what? Let's do Juiced Up, actually, now that we have drinking alcohol. That's a nice combo. Purge effects plus alcohol go very well together. And we cut... I don't want to cut too many more Thwarts. Similar reasoning. They have Purge effects. Let's just drop one batter. Elite number 2. Slightly less exciting options, but Band of Power is still pretty good. Notably, if you can line this up with an X-Cost card, that is insane, because you actually get double the energy value. Okay, it's Bruce. Bruce is a bit rude. It's going to be very awkward to block 15 in this deck. I think I will hold on to the Clashing Steel. And we'll play it. Do this. Yeah, we can play one more Thwart here. That's fine. As long as I'm still able to get my Rebuke off. Big ol' 40 damage hit. Our Zeal numbers have been pretty high, man. Okay, one hit wonder time? One hit wonder time. I don't think I'm even going to try to block anything here, honestly. We're just all in. And we will play one batter. 135. Yeah, there we go. Take 9, but end the fight. Seems good. Probably could have done that like slightly more optimally. Taking a little bit less damage. Oh, okay. We don't want to waste the band of power here, so we'll let our Sacred Light kill him. I have nightmares about Bruce. This guy got me good a few times, says Gribby. Yeah, I mean, he's a tough customer. There was a very short period of time where the piranhas that he spawned were not minions. You actually had to kill them after you killed Bruce. That was fun. And he used to be way different, too, before he spawned the piranhas. He did all kinds of weird stuff. He was, like, immune to vulnerable, and if you put bleed on him, he could heal from it, which was just very strange. There were a lot of enemies that specifically punished bleed for some inexplicable reason back in the day. It was like a flavor thing, I guess, but it didn't make a lot of sense. Okay, let's put the yellow stone on the Clashing Steel. I'm pretty happy with that. Otherwise, though, we'll save our stones to see what's in the card pack that we get after this fight. Wow, this is not a very good hand at all. Honestly, I kind of just want to purge everything and then just hope we draw one-hit wonder and get him with the band. We're not fighting another elite, right? So, yeah, we already fought 2. We got these things. We're drawing 7 out of 15 next turn. That's like a 50-50. And if we don't draw it, we're extremely likely to have drawn one of these. Okay. It's not a meme. It's not a meme. This is a good play, I promise. We didn't get it, but that's okay. Because we'll just get our block this way, and we're almost guaranteed to draw it next turn. Almost. Come on, baby. Okay, now we just need to not be an idiot and get rid of the Blessed Plating first. So, play this, purge this. There we go, we hit him for 3 to get rid of the plating. And it's 216 damage. See, we perfected the fight. I told you it was a good strat, guys. Crack this pack. What do we got? Keep pace is really nice. Shifting winds, contraposition, imbue weapon. We're getting another imbue weapon, I think, right? That's interesting. I don't know if we want 2. I was hoping for some tempo, man. Especially we have 2 contrapositions now. I would really like some tempo. Yeah, I don't want 2 imbue weapons. I'm gonna roll this. Ray shields. I guess it's fine. Yeah, second imbue weapon coming up. Okay. Let's do a little bit of finagling. -1 more batter. Toss in keep pace. The strike twice is not really going to do much right now, truthfully. So I think we'll wait on that. Ray shields with a blue stone's pretty good. So maybe we'll go for that. I don't really want to cut too many thwarts. Should I cut the powered shield? We're literally just playing it as 3-cost block 14, which is not a very good card. I'll cut it. Socket the blue stone. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut Paragon for shield bash. And then I want to Seek Higher Power as well. I want 1 copy of Seek Higher Power. Cut 1 more batter. Cut the other Paragon. I mean, Paragon's not that great. I'll cut 1 more batter for the Seek Higher Power, and I'll put the purple stone on it. Now, you know what? I'm greedy, dude. I don't want to do it. I want to save it until I see floor 2. We're doing fine as is, so... Okay, this guy is a bit annoying, but it shouldn't be that bad. This is already going to be so much damage. And we'll just hold the raised shields for block. Okay, so the only block cards right now are Paragon and Thwart. I guess we would rather have Paragon, so we'll raise shields first. We got a Thwart, it's fine. Ditch a Batter. I'd rather get the Purge effect here, I think. Sure, why not? Get that going. 50% rage here, so the Rebuke will just kill him. We just need to get underneath the threshold for his ability. Purge, purge, purge. Alright. We're not going to use this for a little while, but if we do develop our Zeal tree into having the Overcharge 3, which I'm sure we will eventually, it'd be pretty decent. But for now, Overcharge 1 on our Zeal 3 will be very nice. You basically hit this every turn, right? So 89% of the time so far we're hitting Zeal 3. And that makes us have almost permanent uptime on Overcharge. We don't have any discharge effects besides the Rebuke, so it will basically last indefinitely. Which means that any additional Overcharge we gain is going to take a lot longer to fall off. And that the Imbue weapon can do more, but I'm still not going to play it just yet. We'll at least wait until we see floor 2 and maybe socket this purple stone. We shouldn't need it right now anyway. Okay, not much going on here. Just do a simple batter. I want to hit 7 Zeal, so we'll go double batter Rebuke. Or, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, the... Slight misplay, slight misplay. It's fine. I said I wanted to turn my brain off, right? This is what you get. Okay, Paragon is very convenient here, and now the band is ready for when we get our One-Hit Wonder, which is guaranteed next turn, because if we don't draw it, we'll draw the Seakyre Power, which means we don't need to play Grounded, just Purge for energy. There's the one-hit wonder. $368 damage. Sleepy Tempest after Angry Mind. Exactly. We gotta go a little bit slower. We gotta drop our blood pressure. You know, take it nice and easy as we deal 368 damage with one attack. Do I want a Shifting Winds for this boss fight? Sounds kind of nice. I think I do. Let's cut one more batter. It's the Swamp Mistress. Oh, very straightforward turn here. We should probably get rid of this Power Ward. I don't know, man. Maybe we will just be one-shotting her, or close to it, with our favorite one-hit wonder. Hell, I mean, with a turn like this, if we draw it next turn, she's in trouble. Because there goes the Vuln, here comes the Delay Rage, and we're going to get additional Delay Rage if we hit 5 Zeal, which we will now. So, yeah, just purge this and draw deep. 50% Delay Rage, Vulnerable up, 7 out of 10 energy. Very likely that we draw it, and if we don't, we have the Seakyre Power. There it is. Drop you. Yeah, you know, I think we're going to be okay with that shield, Gribby. I think we're going to be alright. We'll do this to tick up the Band of Power. 540 damage. Not bad, huh? I think we want the power ward here. Extra overcharge, extra delay rage sounds right up my alley. The utility belt is interesting if we end up rigging anything. We will get a green stone eventually. Notably, we do also have this Omniscience, which is currently not very useful, but this is just naturally rigged. Very few cards that don't require an upgrade or something to make them rigged, but Omniscience is here. So we don't really want to purge that, though, to get an extra copy. I don't think we care about this utility belt, really. I would rather have a booster pack. And then over here, we can get the 12th time we play a block card, draw 2. That's not bad. The belt says an upgraded version of the first card you purge in a fight will be added to your hand. So the most typical use case for this is when you have either a buff or some kind of expelling ability that you've rigged with a green stone. You purge it and then play it, so it's just kind of normal from there on. But then when you cycle back around through your deck, you have an extra copy of it. Otherwise, it's just kind of random extra value, right? Because it adds it to your hand. So you're gaining energy, you know. It's a funky thing. I don't think it quite fits our playstyle. It is good, though. As for the promise of the fish, I think I don't want that. I think I want to save my money. There's lots of good stuff to be buying with Essence. Pack number 2 for this run. Well, number 3, actually, if you count our starting pack. Eye of the Storm. Hey, that's more overcharge. We're actually starting to get quite a bit of overcharge here, even with another Grounded. Grease Lightning is a maybe. I don't think I want Complete Circuit, though. We have no shock right now. So, you know what? I literally never noticed until just now that the little lightning circle is like a snake eating its own tail, like an Ouroboros thing. I did not notice that until just now. That's cool. Anyway, see you later, Complete Circuit. Second Raise Shields. That's fine, I guess. Hilariously, you can chain Raise Shields together when you have 2 of them. They'll keep recurring each other if you have them as the only targets. Alright, map rewards. What do we got? Retaliate is good. A 3rd Raise Shields with another blue stone in it. Shift Polarity is pretty cool with Contraposition. Otherwise, not too much here. Mark our Soul Collector. Gotta go there. It's not optional. Do something like this, maybe? That seems alright. Getting this Raise Shields is going to be awkward. It's exclusive between the Raise Shields and the Elite. I would probably rather have the Elite, is what I'm thinking, so... Sorry, we'll unhighlight that. Sorry, Raise Shields. You will not be joining your brothers in our deck. This seems pretty good. The only place to spend Essence is going to be here and here. Oh yeah, before I forget while we're at it, let's swap our spell over. Lots to do right now. Okay, what do we put in? Probably Imbue Weapon over this Paragon, since we're going to have a lot of overcharge now. I think I can just put the Purple Stone under Seek Higher Power, right? Nothing else that, like, super duper wants it. Battle Plan is basically the same thing as Seek Higher Power. Yeah, okay. Purple Stone on the Seek Higher Power. Another Raise Shields instead of a Thwart? Probably. A red stone maybe goes on a batter that we upgrade. How many upgrades are we even getting? 1, 2, 3. Is there anything that we are picking up that we really want to upgrade? Retaliate. Okay, so if we upgrade Retaliate, we have 2 upgrade points to spare, which means that we could upgrade... The Grounded. Shifting Winds just gets rigged. Don't really care that much about that. Okay, yeah, I could upgrade a batter, so sure. We'll put a redstone in 1 batter. And I do want Eye of the Storm. Eye of the Storm is really good. Lots of purge effects is going to be nice. Do I cut 1 more Thwart? Probably. I think we're okay with block still. Although, yeah, I mean, with double raise shields, we should be fine. We should be fine. Gribby says, wouldn't you wait for the Retaliate to put the purple stone in, or is it too greedy? So, Retaliate does not trigger the purple stone multiple times. X-cost cards in this game are a little bit weird, but the wording on this says, deal 5 damage and block 4 X times. All of that is contained within 1 card trigger. So even if we spent 20 energy on the Retaliate, it would only trigger 1 purple stone. Yeah, don't worry. It's not immediately intuitive, the way that X costs work in this game, because there are some X costs that trigger X times. It used to be even more confusing. There used to be 2 separate effects that were like X costs, and they were like very marginally different. It was very confusing. It was like Empowered and Siphon or something. Super weird. Yeah, well, there are some that are trigger plus X. But those are kind of rare, specifically because it is so good with Void Stones. So, like Surge, I think, for Tempest is trigger plus X, right? Yeah, anyway. Not a terribly uncommon misconception for you to have made there. I definitely thought it worked that way when I was new to the game, and I was sorely disappointed to learn otherwise. Okay. If we're gonna fight these guys, I'd rather do it sooner than later. Let's... Do we just get the overcharge rolling immediately, honestly? Yeah. Yeah, we do. We will rebuke you. Purge down the rest. Hit 7 Zeal, get back 1 energy. Nice opening turn there. Oh yeah, but Surge is inert, actually, so it doesn't get multi-trigger value on Void Stones either. Okay, so the imbue weapon is only 18 right now, which is mediocre, but like these guys are a large part of what will be giving us the overcharge. We also do have this. This is some nice overcharge. Let's do this. Don't think I want Shifting Winds. Don't think I want this random batter here. The one-hit wonder is going to be pretty good. Let's put Voln on you, huh? Get what block we can. Not going to use the imbue. 48. I don't think we're going for like a sync kill here. So I think the play is get rid of batter, play this, hit you for 48. We'll pick you off next turn, let 1 respawn happen, and then try to do 2 at once. Is what I think we're going to go for. Yeah, here's all our overcharge now. What do we want to discard? Clashing Steel, I think. And how about a Thwart? This is a block card that we don't want to recur off the Raise Shields yet, so let's Raise Shields first. We got Clashing Steel. Okay, now we want to get it, so now we'll do this. Ditch that. We did get the thing that we wanted. We have a whole bunch of overcharge. There's an enormous amount of damage coming our way. Somebody please help. Oh, the goat boys. The goat boys. Okay. My god. I guess we might as well open with the Seek. Dump this garbage, dump this thing that we're never gonna play. Pretty much have to do this. Pretty much have to do this. Never playing this. Rebuke kills you. Does not give us full progress, but I think we just gotta take what we can get at this point. The band is ready. I am sad. We are getting a shrine, so eventually we could get some healing. Ah, the goats. The goats! We are dang near dead. Very nearly dead. Imbue weapons dealing 90. That's pretty sweet at the very least. But That's because it's getting double triggered, actually. We don't want to waste a double trigger on that. We want to go batter double trigger. Imbue for 75. And we can't kill you. So we have to hope that this keeps us alive, and it does. Might as well do this while we have rage. Might as well do this to try and end the fight next turn. Well, that hurt. The other potion we have is not a health potion. It's Bottled Lightning. Unfortunate. Okay. We're still alive, and that's all that matters. Not sure what I should have done differently there. Probably something that I should have done differently. Yeah. Not sure, not sure. Yeah, we lived. Time to just put it out of our mind. Do we want to change up anything? Not really. Don't think we can really afford 5 overcharge for Grease Lightning very often. Let's get this overcharge going immediately. 75 delay rage. Could have a pretty big turn. Okay, so the one-hit wonder is here. If we could just kill this guy efficiently, that would be pretty nice. How big is the imbue weapon? It's not that big. Rebuke is going to be better. Okay, let's go batter rebuke. This is going to kill with 3. Purge this. So we can play the imbue as well, which kills you. Okay, yeah, but we want to block, of course. So let's go pick you off and then thwart clashing for full block. 19 next turn. I should probably get rid of the imbue. Got a double trigger lined up, so pretty much anything kills him. Just need to draw a block here. We drew block here. Good stuff. Not gonna bother with the Seek at this rate. We'll just raise shields. Keep pace, okay. So we have to play something here for the rest of our block. I guess we'll do keep pace. Purge, play. Purge. Get the juiced up. That really doesn't kill? I thought that was going to kill for some reason. Well then. It's starting to feel like we need to put the stupid powered shield back in at this rate. Honestly, that probably is what we need to do. Block cards in here, we got 2. Alright, there we go. Looping the raise shields. Let's ditch keep pace. There we go. Yeah, such a nice interaction, being able to do that. Alright. That should be the end of it, finally. So we only ended up with the 2 damage there. That's fine, all things considered. I can handle that. 39 on the imbue weapon, not bad. Okay, we're out of here. Let's just go ahead and upgrade the batter, yeah? Or should we get some block, huh? Upgrading a raise shields isn't such a bad idea. 4 extra block. Could also get 4 extra block on a clashing steel. Yeah, I think I could use the blocks. Let's go raise shields, and let's get the powered shield in here. Or actually, no, let's do the shield wall instead. If we're doing the goofy looping thing with ray shields, that's really good with the shield wall. It's also nice with the Seeker power. So I will cut one more thwart for a shield wall. We have to take 5 damage here. That really sucks, but nothing to do about it. Moving on. You are a little bit scary, I must admit. Clashing Steel gets us almost all of the block we need, so we'll hang on to this. Gotta do something about this burning. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and seek. Can discard... Kinda want a lot of these cards, honestly. Double Ray Shields is really good here, man. Okay. We'll get rid of these two, and we'll purge this. Raise gives us... Okay, thwart, get rid of that. How much is this? 36? It's not bad. It's probably better to play the Rebuke, though. I will put down the Grounded. I've got Shield Bash coming up. Jeez. Should I even play either of these? Or do I need more energy? Could do a big one. Oh, wait, actually, the band. The band is about ready to go here, huh? Yeah, so we're just going to do batter into huge one-hit wonder, right? We can even make him vulnerable. So screw that, we're purging everything. Alright, so yeah, we'll go Shield Bash. And I think we want the 50% rage here, too. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, never mind. We're good, we're good. We're good. It was enough. That was enough. The Fervor... We're barely even hitting our Zeal 3. It's kind of... Or our Zeal 7. It's kind of sad. Draw and discard... This is not as impactful as I was hoping it would be. That being said, I do still think it's the correct play. If I could have had, like, block 8 or something, that would have been nice. Oh, well. It's definitely too early for you now. Although the one-hit wonder is ready to go immediately. So that's pretty cool. 180. Sure, why not? We'll have 100% rage on this coming turn. The Unholy Creations have not been buffed at all. This Ray Shields works out very nicely. We do have a block card in here, right? Yeah, the Keep Pace. Don't need you. Well, I might want to hold you, actually. We don't need... Killing these guys is actually going to be a bit more annoying than I wish it would be. This is a bit of a concern. Okay, fine. I guess we won't play the Grounded. This fight should not go on too much longer, hopefully. Batter, batter, batter. And I won't hold anything. So we're at 21. We draw our Ray Shields. Lots of good draws off of, or lots of good hits off of that Ray Shields. We also have the Shield Bash. So let's bash first, then raise. Okay, Clashing Steel. That is not even necessary, actually. So let's go ahead and the Seeker power and ditch it in that case. And we can hold the Rebuke, so I will, since nobody's attacking this turn. I wish this was the one that had a bluestone in it. Oh well. We should be pretty okay, because this is going to be very close to killing you. The batter is so close to getting him. That is a bit rough. Okay, fine. Get a random block card back, get rid of it. We should just kill him, honestly, get the imbue down. And the rebuke is not quite going to kill you, but if we draw this, which is almost guaranteed, I think it will. Purge, purge, throw that in there for good measure. 112. Oh, even the band, yeah, okay. Even the band. We didn't need that band, so it's kind of actually a waste. But it is what it is. Now, since there's no, like, good... Do I have to give up the overcharge just so I can recur a block card 23% of the time? Is that worth it, man? The other option is to get a Zeal 10 and start using Power Spike. But I don't know. I mean, week 2 is okay for 1 mana. Week 2 on the highest HP enemy. I don't think that's worth it. I want Overcharge. Overcharge is important for both Imbue Weapon and One Hit Wonder. This is a really tough call, man. Are we just gonna die if we don't have this as an option? How many fights are left here? We got an Elite coming up next. And then we get... I mean, the Retaliate's gonna be really nice. That'll help. Okay. Just for the Elite, let's go ahead and get Touch of Calm. And then actually put in the Power Spike over... Over what? I don't want to cut too many batters because they increment my band. But like, so this is 1 mana, 2 weak to the highest HP enemy, as opposed to Languish, which is 2 mana for 2 weak and a draw. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't compare all that well. Because what we want, ultimately, is apply Shock 10. That's going to be really big. Or even recur a heavy card, honestly. That's not bad either. But I do think we need a bit of extra help in terms of defense, so... I guess we'll cut 1 more Thwart for a Languish. See what this does for us. I see some good things here. The Pickled Hand for extra energy sounds pretty big. Yeah, I think I want this. Okay, early grounded is nice. We want to get this going early. We don't want to hit him with this to trigger his ability. 5 out of 8 is too much. I think I'm going to hold the Raise Shield, so let's just batter him once for what that's worth. Okay. Raise gets us back, keep pace guaranteed, which I think is good. We want the delay rage for our 1-hit wonder turn that's coming up. And we'll probably even hold the batter. So let's raise. We don't need you. We can raise again. We got it back, lucky. So we're already up to 50 delay rage here. I guess in that case we'll stack Vuln on him too. And then if we draw exactly these 7 cards, we would whiff on the 1-hit wonder. But it's not even that bad. He's only hitting for 17. If I want to be a little bit greedier, I hold the batter as well to try and get more rage. I mean, if we don't draw the 1-hit wonder... Actually, no, yeah, if we purge this, we're guaranteed because the Languish draws a card. There's like no block in here. I should probably get rid of this. Alright, we got it. How big is it? It's very big. That could have gone a lot worse. Dark Idle time. We cannot afford voids. We don't want to give him souls, so common artifact me. Oh hey, that's not bad. The first time each turn you play an attack, gain 25% rage. We don't have that many attacks, but it makes our batters better. So if we go like with this red batter into the one-hit wonder, you know, that's pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to take the languish back out. And I'm going to put in the battle plan. No, I'm going to put in the powered shield, honestly. We got to do one more fight here before we can get a significant boost at the soul collector. Okay, this fight shouldn't be that bad. I think we're just gonna one-hit wonder this guy down, right? Like, immediately we're just gonna get rid of him. Because we only need to purge one more time. In fact, we can even... Well, actually... Okay, well, if we can raise shields, drop that, get rid of that. 128. 14 next turn. Feel safe purging. Give me more overcharge. Taking out the king real quick like that. Pretty good. Hopefully we get a courtesan and not the champ. You got the champ. Sometimes you get a champ. It's fine. Shield wall. We don't have any abilities that are relevant to play here. We didn't draw the Seek. So I guess we're just playing a thwart. So here we could go like batter into rebuke, right? It's gonna be a lot of rage. This is already dealing 64. This is 12. Yeah, so he'll die, right? Oh wait, I don't know how to count. I don't know how to count. Ignore me. Ignore me. We're gonna draw a bunch of raise shields and stuff. Defense-wise, we're fine. So, Shifting Winds is way too late for you. Raise shields before the Seek, of course. Clashing Steel, Thwart, then we Seek. Okay, 2 damage. 32 coming up. We just full purge here. Okay, shield wall, pretty good. There's no block cards in there, so we can control the raise shields precisely. So I think what we want to do is, let's see, if we purge this, raid shields, get it back, purge it again, that's 6 plus 10 plus, this is going to have 2 other abilities on it, right? So what does that come out to? Plus 10 plus 13 plus 4 is 33. So that's pretty much perfect, right? This, vulnerable, shield wall. Yeah. Yeah, that works. And now this is dealing quite a bit. A lot of Banes in the deck. Do I want extra rage? Kind of. I should definitely be hitting you while you're vuln. Yeah, give me 50% rage. Now you're dead. The Lost Spirit is really not much of a threat, just a mild nuisance. The Courtesan hasn't buffed her Frenzy yet, so she's not too bad either. We're gonna waste a crap ton of overcharge on this stupid powered shield here, but it's fine. Because all we have to do is finish off this last weak spirit now. And we'll take it nice and slow. As slow as we need to, that is. Okay, Retaliate's a good one. Definitely going to be helpful. Is that just the upgrade? Right away, just on the Retaliate? Probably. It's a pretty good card. We also got a Black Stone. So we need to think about where that should go. So since this is basically a block card, we can take out a Uyghur block card right now, and I think it honestly is just going to be Thwart. This is so weird, man. Like, I want to have Thwarts to get more Zeal, especially to try and hit that Zeal 7, right? Get the sweet overcharge. But I don't think I can afford it. And, like, batters are kind of weak, but I need them for my Band of Power. I need them for the Jousting Lance. So I just keep cutting Thwarts. I guess I could cut Shield Wall, maybe? I don't know. This one seems important. Powered Shield. Maybe I upgrade the Shifting Winds and put a Blackstone in that, huh? I don't know. Let's try this. See what kind of relics we can get. Hopefully some good ones. Oh, hey. It's the Me relic. I don't think this is a good deck for it, unfortunately, though. At the start of each turn, gain 2 energy. At the end of each turn, lose 2 energy. Yeah, I don't think that's what we want. We're trying to bank up energy over our turns for big X costs. So the Broken Shifter is probably not the pickup. Jumper Cable's looking pretty good though, but I want a rare. And if I don't want this rare, then this is the next best thing. The Monkey's Paw. Do we have any 0 costs? We have literally none. Well, that's unfortunate. Just the Clashing Steel is the only 0 cost we have. Dang, it's going to be a little hard to really take advantage of this thing. Let's buy the cheap guy here. Jeweler's Loop. Well, that was definitely not what I was hoping would happen at that Soul Collector. Or at least gonna get Redo here. That'll be a good 0 cost. Any others on the floor? No. Okay, well, not much to do about that. Do I put Blackstone on, like, the Grounded or something? Do I save it? Honestly, no. Let's just put Blackstone on the Raise Shields. It can recur itself now, huh? That's pretty good. Guess we'll give this a try. The Redo's gonna be really nice. We're drawing so many cards, though, now, man. On turn 2, we draw 5 base, plus 2 for the Drinking Alcohol to 7, plus 2 for the Monkey's Paw to 9. We are going to have 9 cards in our hand on turn 2. Pretty insane. Definitely going to get the Grounded down. Do I just want to hold for a large Retaliate? I think I do, so let's get some Delay Rage going. And should I hit him? Nah, let's just draw deeper. Alright. The burning is at least gone. We're gonna get some fumble. This is what our hand is going to be. Every turn from 2 onward, we're gonna have this many cards, which will make finding our 0 costs easy, since we only have 2 of them. That'll at least be helpful. Okay, what are we throwing away here? A block card, basically, because we don't need block. So I'll just ditch this. I do want to get Rage in the Jousting Lance, so I'll play this. And honestly, I guess the one-hit wonder can just kill him at this point, really, so... Yeah, so much for Retaliate. Put some Vuln on him. 378 damage. Cool. Yeah, Gribby. Any card that has recur, if it's within its own category, you can put a Blackstone on it and recur itself. That used to be a very powerful play with Masochist for the daughter. Here, let me pick my stone thing here real quick, and then I'll get into that. No real special reason to pick one stone over another right now. We're not getting any other things for a while. I guess recurring the raised shields means we should take the blue stone. Yeah, blue stone. Redo's good. I will still remember to slap that into the deck. This card right here, Masochist. Recur 2 random non-afflictions, Soul Tie 3, expel. It did not used to expel. You could put a Blackstone on it, and then you would play it, and recur random cards. Then you would play the ghosted copy, and recur the original Masochist, and then you would play that again. You could play it 3 times, which was pretty nutty. It was we made it expel specifically to prevent that, because that was too powerful. Since this is a mastery card, especially, you could just pick this as your mastery, put a Blackstone on it, and go ham. Yeah, so basically, what's going on is that it won't recur itself immediately when I play it, right? But the ghosted copy that I get can recur the original copy. So that is pretty good. Pretty good to have as an option. Okay, time to fight another elite with 10 health. Start the battle. So, Like Clockwork seems great here. Or, wait, no, this isn't the one I was thinking of. No, Like Clockwork is okay here. Carrying Case, we don't really want to hold cards. We draw so much anyway, it's hardly necessary. Tesla Trident for even more energy gain, though. Could be nice. Could be nice. We can spend quite a bit of energy on the right turn. We're getting decent overcharge. I think we'll take it. It's the Dolus. Well, at least it'll be good with Monkey's Paw. And guess who forgot to put Redo in, even though I tried to verbally remind myself. Turns out I was rewarded, because it's the Dolus. Toss away the Imbue here. That is a lot of damage, man. We'll hold the Shield Bash at the very least. I think this is going to be important. I think it's important that we get some overcharge. Honestly, I kind of want to hold the Shield Wall too. And I want the Grounded down. This is what I'm doing. If you're not playing with Blind Spot on, like me, and you know you're fighting Dolus, Contraposition is a pretty good counter to Dolus. Okay, so here we'll throw away the Thwart, I guess, which makes me a little bit sad, because now it's in the pool for the raised shields. See what it finds us. Okay, we got the Shield Bash back. Let's dump you. You're very expensive. And kind of want all of these things, man. I guess I can get rid of the Blackstone raised shields. Purge, purge, more vulnerable. How big is this one-hit wonder? It's big. It's real big. And we can even do this first. Get 50% rage. Oh, and the band is ready now? Yeah, she's absolutely dead. Goodbye. Could have gone a lot worse, man. I keep saying that. I feel like we're very close to dying a lot of the time. Sunder, huh? That's not bad. Our only source of vulnerable currently is the Shield Bash. Why am I looking in the backpack? This is our only source of vulnerable right now, and vulnerable's a big deal, obviously. The overcharge and delay rage has been pretty nice, though, from this power ward. And yes, I will surely add Redo this time, right? I will surely remember to add Redo. I think I should take the Sunder. I do. We're moving away from Imbue Weapon. We toyed with it for a little bit, and I think we're just done with it at this point. We have lots of other sources of energy gain. We don't need to stack up overcharge. I'm going to buy Sunder and then I'm going to remember to equip it, and then I'm going to remember to go into my deck manager and put in redo. There we go. So honestly, we can just take out the imbue weapon at this point. I do want to have some attacks, of course. So maybe I should try and squeeze in one more batter, but I just don't see how. I don't see how we fit it in. So, whatever. A little bit annoyed that I can't come up with something that makes me happy here. At least this makes me happy, getting some nice healing. Sacrificial Toast. Hello, what's going on, man? How are you doing? We're on a Tempest run here that's going okay. Getting pretty close to death a lot of the time, but if the right things line up, we deal like hundreds of damage. Seeing if we can close it out here. Okay. Highest you've done is I plus 15. Hey man, that's not bad. I mean, I think I recognize you from Baylor's chat, right? I used to be in Baylor's chat all the time. So if you're familiar with Slay the Spire, right? A15 is like what a lot of people considered like a standard difficulty for like fun runs, right? I30 is like high level fun runs, right? I30 is basically the equivalent of that, and Impossible plus 50 is like Ascension 20, but like even higher. I would say this game is harder than Spire at max difficulty, especially if you consider Watcher, because she's so overpowered. So I15 is really nothing to sneeze at, man. It's a tough game. Alright, let's ditch the redo here. Glad we put that in. How hard can we clobber you with this one-hit wonder, man? If we set things up right, we can get... Actually, no, we don't have like any delay rage. It's literally just the Zeal 5. That's our only delay rage. So we should just go for it now if we're going for it. And in fact, it's even better if we do this first. We trigger this to get some rage. Purge, purge. Oh, I didn't use the spell first. Whoops. Missed out on some damage there. But 175 is a pretty good start. Next time we draw the Rebuke, he'll die, and we draw really, really, really fast. Maybe if I stop trying to do Enlightened, it'll go better. I never seem to know how to get him working right. Well, Toast, we just did an Enlightened run just before this one, where we beat the Void on I-50, so you can check out the VOD if you wanted to see how that went, what I did to get the win. And I also, if you did not know, have a YouTube channel where you can catch some of my older runs. Got some Enlightened runs on there too. Here's one for you right there, an I-50 Enlightened. That's from a slightly older patch, but it shouldn't be all that different. Enlightened is one of the harder classes to wrap your head around. Daughter is definitely the most challenging to figure out, but Enlightened is second place, for sure. He's fun, though. Very fun class. Okay, so we're blocking with, like, Ray Shield stuff here, right? So let's get rid of the Thwart. Dribby's working on I plus 24. Hey, you're pretty close, man. Yeah, Daughter can just kill you out of nowhere sometimes, man. Kill the enemy, that is. Very, very cool character. Sometimes she's the one who explodes, though. And that's a little bit sad. Yeah, both ways, exactly. I think we're taking 1 damage here. Yeah, no real way around that. Do I want to batter him at all? I want to ground it. I want to purge. This is like actually a decent amount of damage to play both of these. Would you say Enlightened is your favorite class? And that's why you've been playing him more? Or are you just trying to figure it out? do we ditch? Just jumping around classes. Who is your favorite then? I'm curious. I'm always interested to see, since the classes are all so different. It's always interesting to notice what people like. Okay, I guess we don't need you. In terms of block, the raise shields will get us there, so let's get rid of you. Bleed hidden. Yeah, hidden seems to be the most common answer. Everyone loves hidden. Although usually they prefer the blade starting deck. I personally like bleed hidden the most as well, I would say. Such a fun class. Alright, let's see what raise shields gets us. Shield bash. We don't need you, shield bash. You are not wanted here. I don't think we're playing the Seek. Rebuke is pretty overkill, so let's try and just retaliate you. Gives us the block we need. Bandaro 1, what's up, man? My favorite is Corruption Daughter. I don't like Soul Tithe. Daughter has, like, the biggest differences between her two starting decks, I would say. They're like, night and day from each other. Corruption is so slow, but then it scales up like crazy. Whereas, you know, Soul Tithe is just like, bang, huge damage right out the gate, but it actually doesn't scale up all that much. Tough to play, for sure. We failed spectacularly on our last Soul Tithe run on stream. I think we're just cycling around the deck at this point, yeah. Corruption Daughter is really fun, though, man. I prefer the Corruption Daughter over Soul Tithe myself. So many fun things that you can do. We had that really hilarious Void Coin run earlier, where I did more damage than I've ever done before. Let's see. Brain is definitely not wired for... She's hard, man. She's hard. And this game is already really hard. Copy that. I had one really silly hidden run where I had jab with a... Ah, yes. Yes, yes. Classic. Power to refund the first combo you spend each turn. Yeah, I had an infinite. I've played this game for 600 hours. I only have 2 infinites that I've ever put together, but one of them was very similar to what you're talking about. I had Nick, which is the bleed equivalent to jab, and put the balance stone on that. It was pretty good, to say the least. Okay, so we can control ray shields exactly here. Let's use it for juiced up value. And then see, so now the real ray shields is the one that's in there. So when I play this, it recurs itself. That's what I was talking about earlier. Handy trick. And then I can get the juiced up back. And we just got so much overcharge off that juiced up. Being able to control your recurs like that can be so strong. What's not so strong, though, is the amount of damage I can deal with this hand. What the heck? I wish I had, like... I don't know, man. I mean, Smite is not enough, I don't think, even if I were to upgrade it. I don't think it's enough damage, but I wish I just had like one more really big attack. I guess I could put the Imbue back in. Even with the Tesla Trident, we are overcharging a decent amount. It's tough to say. We're just going to cycle through the Retaliate here at this rate, so... I'm going to keep the Clashing Steel just to toss into the Hex. Let me see though. Let me get this. Yeah, this was from my Corruption Daughter run, the last Corruption Daughter I did. Most damage I've ever dealt in a single hit. 2,422 damage off one attack. Pretty ridiculous. Okay, so Clashing Steel into the Hex. Yes, on turn 3. We could draw Shield Bash. Retaliate's probably all the block we need. It's also all the damage we need. So let's Rebuke, right? Yeah, let's go keep pace. Batter, Rebuke, and then the Retaliate kills you. Handy. Yeah, that was an utterly insane run. Using Doomed Descent to gain enormous amounts of corruption and then just stacking up all the modifiers. Okay, so we can do the power spike thing now. And I think that's what we're going for. So, yeah, I guess I should really put the Imbue weapon back in, honestly. I think I'm just going to give up on thwarts. Besides, it's going to make it easier to control the raised shields this way, so we'll throw the Imbue weapon in there, and it's power spike time. Yeah, I know, right? When I saw all the particles just blasting through the victory screen, I lost it. That was so funny. Okay, we want to do this for an upgrade. It's pretty important. Oh, okay, nice, easy fight most of the time. These guys don't put up too much of a threat. Get the grounded down. We can do a modest retaliate here, yeah. Yeah, oh. Okay, we ran into this last time. I guess it's a bug just for Veiled Watchers. You can't target the one on the right with your spell. I thought something weird happened to trigger this. It seems like it's just a thing with the Watchers now. I'll have to get that reported in the Discord. Okay, I guess we'll go after you then. And we'll batter, because this gives us 75% rage. Oh no, 100% even. Because we have the Jeweler's Loop. So double, it's 25 naturally, 25 from a Void Stone, another 25 from the Jeweler's Loop, and another 25 from the Jousting Lance. Pretty big. This will put us up to 7 Zeal as well, so we get a lot of overcharge. Good stuff. Took my Imbue weapon, did ya? Could have been worse, I guess. I could have lost my one-hit wonder, or my Rebuke. Those are much more important. We have to give them something that costs energy this time, so what block cards are in here? Retaliate, Juice, Clashing. Very well. We will give you the Ray Shields, and then we will get it back. So the Rebuke will kill you pretty nicely. I think we want to try and find the one-hit wonder as well. So we'll grab that. How big is the one-hit wonder? It's pretty big. It's not quite big enough to get a kill. Although, actually, wait, the Rebuke sets up the band. Now it's getting double triggered. And we can get a little bit of shock. So I think this gets us there, right? Yes, it does. Nice. I keep forgetting to watch the band because we have so few attacks that this doesn't tick up very often. But when it does, it's very impactful. Whiffed on the 0 costs again, huh? I sure do wish I had just one more 0 cost. I would very happily slot that in. Okay, no cards in the discard pile, so we can toss this Raise Shields. Start raising some shields. And just do a nice big old bonk. Good stuff. So at this point, upgrading the batter is something that we could do. Otherwise, it's probably just Raise Shields. I mean, it is very nice to loop these. I should probably do it. Alright, boss fight time. Who am I hoping for? Probably not the Black Coach, because we can just rush down the boss pretty quick with the one-hit wonder if things line up nicely. I think I'm going to put the health potion. So, anything else we want to change? Not really. The Blood Hive. We should be able to handle it. I don't have too much health. We'll get rid of that. we can just do a little bit of setup here. No Scarab to taunt us. That's pretty nice. We could stack Vulnerable, but it kind of doesn't matter because we just have the spell, you know, so... In that case, there's not very much to do this turn. I don't really want to hold the batter, but I do feel somewhat compelled to. I also kind of want to hold this Ray Shields, though, to get my block. Where else is the block coming from? A Retaliate? The Clashing Steel is what we want to toss into the Hex. I mean, it's so much rage. I'll just play it, man. It's energy efficient, and it ticks up the band. Such a waste of rage, though. Okay. So, we didn't even draw the Clashing Steel. But we did get one Hit Wonder. So, let's toss... Grounded. And then we'll go Purge, Raise, Purge, Raise. Okay, that's fine that we whiffed there. We definitely want a batter to get the Lance. I should have spelled first. I forgot. So how much are we at right now? 162. Can definitely amp it up some more. Do some of this. Power Spike puts 10 shock on him, which is actually huge, so I'll play that. And then we'll purge down 2 more. How much damage are we at? 328. I'll take it. And this time we can block with Retaliate, so let's chuck the Clashing Steel. Retaliate is going to be quite a bit. We're going to recur the Clashing Steel here, and there's really nothing better to get, so that's A-okay. We don't want Redo. We do want Batter. Rebuke is too much. So let's go ahead and play Batter, play Clashing Steel, and we're going to be double casting the Retaliate here. We've got all the rage we can realistically get. There we go, nice. Shame that we have to end with the band on 0, but that's what happens. What do we want here? Upgrade points? What would I upgrade? I would upgrade the Redstone Batter and... Shifting Winds? I don't hate having Shifting Winds turn 1. That's not bad at all. Random Void Stones we'd be hoping for... what would we be hoping for? I don't know. Stones are pretty good in general, though, because we have the Jeweler's Loop. Blue stones work with the Water Bead as well. I probably should get random stones. Yeah, Gribby, it does double cast with the X = 6. This is +1 trigger. And since we just established that X cost cards only trigger 1 time by default, yeah, you get double the energy value. It's very, very strong. I think I'm going to take the Void Stones here. Because if we get a green stone, that's like we upgraded the Shifting Winds anyway. And we also are going to earn this green stone, so... We did get a green stone, and a black one. I think I want to put that in the Power Spike. 20 shock? That sounds pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's not unreasonable to assume that it would trigger the second time with 0 mana, but no. No, it works the way you want it to. Do I want a health potion? Not really. Do I want an energy potion? Actually, yes, kind of. Do I want to draft commons? No. Do I want 10 max health? Probably not. I'll take the promise of longevity. Okay, we do have to fight 3 Guardians now, courtesy of the Praetorian Guard that we took. but we only get 2 blessings. I don't think we can handle the spiders. Our damage is too focused to take down 3 different enemies quickly. So we might try to avoid them, as you often do. When you kill Void Touch, draw 3. Okay, this is really good. This is really good. We should probably take her on. And less Frenzy. That's not terrible. I think we're going to want to fight the Queen of Ages first. Let's get some stones going here. Green... Honestly, I'd rather have green grounded. Right? I think I would rather have green grounded. Yeah, okay. Green grounded. And I do think Blackstone Power Spike is actually going to be kind of nutty. That's a lot of shock, man. It's really, really good with the Retaliate. Okay. Queen of Ages time. So for the Vault... Or for the Void, I think I want to brew an Energy Potion, and in the belt, probably the Bottled Lightning, which means that we just have Health and Patience Potions to spare here. So let's put the Patience Potion in the belt for the time being. I don't think we'll die, and we can just brew up Health Potions versus the other Guardians as we fight them. We'll toss the Batter. Purge down all of this. So we do need to be careful because these minions will remove the debuffs off the Queen of Ages. So we're going to need to be quick to act about this shock. Also, 48 damage next turn. You know, that's a thing. Honestly, I think I want to just Patience Potion immediately. I'm scared, man. I'm scared. We weren't very patient with that potion, but I really want to draw, like, Retaliate probably here. Yeah, this is turn 1, man. Y'all need to chill. Think we drew enough cards? Okay, redo is absolutely the pitch here. Now, One-Hit Wonder is not going to kill, even though it's actually kind of close. If we redraw, we could theoretically get back to the Power Spike. Yeah, they're trying to remove her debuffs now. In terms of block cards, it's Shield Bash, which is not really what I want. So let's see about this. Let's go Raise Shields. Now we reshuffle, and we discard something we want to get back, so keep pace and imbue weapon. That is not what I meant to click, but my hand is too crowded. Now we use the Blackstone Raise Shields. We get back the blue one. We use the Bluestone Raise Shields. We get rid of the imbue weapon. Back to this one. We get the blue one again. And at this point, we'll get rid of the juiced up and try to get that back. We got it back. Always lucky. Get rid of it. Power Spike is the last card in the deck. Feels bad. But we can guaranteed draw it here. Dumping Shield Bash and Shield Wall. We want to trigger the Jousting Lance. So let's do that. We're up to 100% extra rage now. Purge everything else. Get the vulnerable down. Okay. Whew, it cost us our patience potion, but we made it. Got our first blessing locked in. Next fight is probably going to be versus the Puppet Master. I'm not crazy about this blessing, but I don't think I can fight the spider. And we don't have anything that's rigged right now, so it would be random what we got anyway. I guess we're going to earn this green stone probably, and that would go on Shifting Winds, and then we get 2 stacks of Shifting Winds, which is fine, but There's no way we can take on these spiders, right? No way. Even with the, even if we were to use the lightning, the bottled lightning, to give them 10 shock. Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Gribby. The patience potion is what made the difference there. We needed almost every single one of those resources to get that kill. Yeah, so between these two, I don't know, man. The draw's pretty good, but I think we might be a little slow, so this will help us with our slowness to kill the void. Also, we might as well release the souls now. Get it down to a clean 1500. Puppet Master time. So the only spare potions that we aren't saving for the void are these health potions. We'll just socket one into the belt there and get started. Okay, nice 0 cost to toss. Get the grounded. Guess I missed out on one overcharge on the Seek there. Oops. Just setting up lots of delay rage. It's just going to be a big old one-hit wonder, man. That's as simple as it gets. So we'll hold the batter for Lance plus Loop. Got the one-hit wonder, got the 0 cost. Purge this. We want to double power spike for sure. We want to use the spell now. We want to batter you. And the one-hit wonder is already dealing a lot, and it's about to be a lot more when we purge all this crap. 678. Not bad, and I don't mind taking this hit at all. We have all these health potions to spare, so this is just going to heal it all right off. We do need to be a little bit concerned about the redraws here, though, because of this crap. So we gotta go for the kill pretty quick here. Let's see. Toss a batter, purge this, shield wall, get it back. Jeweler's Loop double dipping on it. The imbue weapon is pretty close to a kill here. I think we get there with, yeah, okay, cool, not bad. Not bad. Last up is the Star Council. I forgot to drink my potion. Oops. But we've got 50 health effective between these two. These guys are a bit scary because we only have one copy of One Hit Wonder, of course. The band is ready to go, though, so we can kill one of them pretty quick. Probably. Let's give it a go. Yeah, see, we're basically at full health, and when we end the fight, we'll hopefully remember to chug this guy down. Okay, so this one-hit wonder is already primed up and ready. It's going to be pretty dang close to a kill. So if we go after you... Yeah, that's huge. You know what? Yeah, screw it. You're going to die. In fact, I can even do some of this. I'm going to shout potion in chat. Thank you, Gribby. Thank you for your service. Yeah, okay, that felt pretty good. Very quick kill there, courtesy of the band. We're going to need to use Retaliate and Rebuke to finish off these other guys now, basically. Luckily, versus the Void, the Overcharge stuff is going to make our imbue weapon much, much better. Go ahead and chuck out the Clashing Steel. We are haunted, which is a bit of an issue. We want to control that as much as we can. Okay, here's a Retaliate. I think we're just going to take one on this turn, and that'll be fine. Play Power Spike once? Yeah, play Power Spike once. Get rid of some of that Haunted. 94 damage. Not bad. This will actually give us the block we need, so... Okay, we're unhaunted, so the Raise Shield shenanigans are back in business. No discards yet. Let's try and find the other Raise Shields with the Seek. No, just to keep pace. Okay. We're gonna dump the batters here. I'm just gonna go raise, purge, raise, and we got there. We'll get some rage out of it too. A lot of overcharge at this point, so the imbue weapon is getting big. Go ahead and double power spike. And yeah, that's quite a bit of damage. We'll let the shot keep building up on him, I think, and use the attack to whittle you down. We've reached a critical mass of overcharge now. Keep tossing those 0 costs. No block. Oh no, just the clashing steel to get back here, which I don't really want, so I'll just chuck it. Right? Or I could even just use the retaliate for my block here. And yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's just go batter and then like big retaliate. I shouldn't need the potion or the spell rather. I think I can save that for this guy. So let's just purge all of this stuff down and make the retaliate bigger. Definitely overkill. I don't think it matters. This guy's at 22. We should be able to handle that. Definitely be able to handle that. Lots of block cards. See if we can get lucky. Meh. That's fine. Let's recycle. Keep the power spikes coming. He's up to 48 shock. That is a heck of a lot of shock. The lance is ready to go. Let's get some value. The band, 372 damage. Oh wait! Oh! No! No, I forgot to click the potion. I looked over and I saw Gribby's message as I let go. If we die because of this 11 health difference, that's on me. Okay. I think we're going to be okay, though. I think we got this. Let's go ahead and get the greenstone shifting winds. Let's go ahead and get the good potions lined up. And everything is... The Void is going to be a little bit weaker. The Void Touched are the same health as always. We didn't get the 40% damage on them, unfortunately. I would have liked that. I think we're going to use the one-hit wonder to pick off whichever one of these is convenient at the moment and not bother trying to save it for the Void. I just don't see that happening, and we're going to get so much garbage in the deck. Which, actually, you know what? To that end, I should put in the second Seekhire power. We should have 2 of these. Honestly, I would almost even say 3, but that sounds like overkill. We should have 2 of these. But what do I cut then? We haven't been playing Shield Wall. We've just been doing raise shields over and over again. Shield Bash isn't great, but it will be helpful versus the Void because the spell only makes him vulnerable for 1 turn. So I can't cut the useless redo because I need that for Monkey's Paw purposes. The potions used to be active during the game outro. Yeah, you used to be able to click them. You can actually blame me personally for reporting that bug. That is actually my own fault. But yeah, I mean, I can't cut this redo. It is too useful for the Monkey's Paw, so I gotta get rid of something. I don't want to cut too many batters either, man. They're useful, but it's gotta be the choice at this point. It just doesn't make sense otherwise. I think this is the deck, and we are gonna rock it. Gonna have a lot of extra energy between the potion and the constant overcharge. Here we'll just toss the Seek. Gribby calls 10 turns. Yeah, that would be kind of a slow fight for the Void, and it's not a terrible prediction because I think this deck is a little slow, as I mentioned earlier. What are we looking for right now? Juiced up to get overcharge, honestly. Let's just throw out this Seek. Rebuke. Batter. Yeah, the one-hit wonder's only going to be useful once. I think it's going to be taking out whichever guy is adding garbage to our deck. Get the power spikes down. The power spikes are all going to go straight to the void. So by the time we are ready to fight him, the first retaliate will be huge. So, you know, that's cool at least. Okay, so here's the first one-hit wonder. Could we kill him? Definitely. It wouldn't even be that hard. Let's use the spell. Where are we at right now? Pretty much already there. Okay. Good to know. So let's batter on you to get a whole crap ton of rage. You're dead now. Controlling the garbage pretty well. Just these two so far, and we might end up playing this void, honestly, at the rate things are going. Time to get raising. Good raises. How big is this retaliate right now? Not very big. Imbue weapon is definitely better right now. We'll draw back around pretty quickly here. That tends to happen when you draw 9 cards per turn. Okay, nice. We got a zero coster. We got the Seek Higher Power to ditch the garbage. Okay, so for blocks, we want to be getting back the keep pace, I suppose. So let's play that once. We want this batter to trigger our lance. This is very awkward, actually. Okay, let's toss the shield bash and the rebuke, and then we're gonna go. What are we gonna do here? How are we doing this? This is getting weird. I think we're gonna wait on the power spike for now. We're gonna play the keep pace to get rage. 122. I'm pretty sure this is more. It was not more. Okay. So 4 garbage cards. That's a little bit rough. I think we can handle it with double Seek. Okay, we actually did not draw any garbage there, which is the opposite of what I wanted. I want to get them while I have this. Okay, but no threat on the stack this turn means we can pop off. This is so bad. 4 of them in the bottom 10 cards here. And we didn't find the other Seek, but at least that'll help us deal with this stuff if we find it. Okay, we don't need this batter. We don't need... We probably don't need the shield bash. Always gonna start like this. Because the band is ready. Imbue weapon deals an enormous amount. So I guess we'll start with the imbue. Right? Or do we want to... Do we want to save the imbue to hit the void? What can we get back off the... We can get back juiced ups. Okay, yeah, let's try to get some juiced ups back. Go down in terms of energy. We could not find the juiced up. That's whatever. It wasn't meant to be. At this point, I think the name of the game is just stack as much shock as we can and do an enormous retaliate. So to that end, we're going to purge everything. We've got this trigger all Zeal Powers ability whenever we want, which will give us overcharge, shock, and delay rage. So we want to use that the turn before we pop off. We're probably not popping off next turn, so we'll wait. Okay, at least we drew the Seek. We'll chuck the redo. Seek away the crap. Damn. Yeah, this is why I said we're probably not going off on this turn. That's fine, though. More power spikes. I'm just going to take the damage here. I want more energy. I want delay rage. I'm not going to play this. I'm not going to play any of this crap either. I changed my mind, man. It's not worth it. We're going to draw the retaliate next turn. Almost guaranteed, right? And if we don't draw it, we're probably getting the Seek, which does get us there. I think we hold this batter for loop plus Jousting Lance. So let's crack the Bottle Lightning. This is probably not going to kill him next turn, but it's going to get really close. And I think we can finish him off from there. Haunted is going to actually cost us a good chunk of rage here, but nothing to do about it. We did draw the Retaliate. So, spell first. Batter does 153 already. Get to 100% rage. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be big. I don't think there's really anything else to do here, right? We just want as much energy in as possible. I could do the Shield Bash now for more Vuln. I don't think that's necessary. 618 damage. Pretty good, pretty good. He's halfway dead. We still have several turns before he goes insane. Yeah, 3,000 block. Okay, first time in a while we didn't get a 0 cut. Excuse me. Let's chuck a Seek. Play the other one. We don't need redo. The Haunted is really going to mess up our Raise Shield shenanigans. But nothing to do about it, really. There, we're unhaunted. This Imbue should be pretty big. Yeah, let's do that and hold the Retaliate. Because this will be a great block next time as well. Okay, chuck the garbage. We're unhaunted, so this is a lot of rage. 9 energy for 144 damage. Not bad, not bad. I think we're going to get there. The Sunder's coming back too, so that's really good. What do we toss here? There's no good targets for the Hex here. The Power Spike is a lot of shock, man. Is that better than the Delay Rage? Or the regular Rage? I guess. Get the Seek out. More Overcharge. We do need some amount of block on this turn, actually. If we do this, he'll be vulnerable next turn, but there's no real point. Actually, I guess there is a point. It makes the cooldown a little bit better. We take 5. We don't have all that much delay rage here. We're just looking for Retaliate. There it is. Always Seek here because it's strictly beneficial. The band is ready. $350. That should do it, man. That should do it. I also totally miscounted, and he lost all of the vulnerable, but it didn't matter because that's GG. Oh yeah, you called turn 10. What time? It was turn 11. So you actually thought it was going to be faster than it was. Yeah, we were a little bit slow, given that we couldn't rely on that one-hit wonder. It was definitely the right call, I think, to have killed off the Void Touch, though. GG, everybody. GG. Good run.